Right. Hi, I'm Ryan Erb, the Executive Director of the United Way Perth-Huron. I'm here to talk to you today about a challenge that our community is facing. How Much is Enough is a report that we've just released that talks about the challenges that people in our community are facing right now. Almost 50% of households in our region are living on less than what we call a living wage. We've calculated it out. People earning $17.44 an hour or less are challenged to make ends meet in our community. So, what they're facing is the choice between eating healthy food and paying a hydro bill. They're facing paying their rent and making decisions that are in the best interest of their children. We can't allow this to happen in our community anymore. It's a real challenge. The How Much is Enough report tells us that people are living in our community with those very real choices, and yet we have to be there to support them. We have to be there as a community to try to change the problems that underlie the issues in our community. So, for example, what can we do? We know that we have the opportunity to increase wages in our community. And we know, talking to employers in the How Much Enough report as well, that when employers increase wages, their productivity for employees, their costs go down for turnover, and in the end, many times employers tell us that it actually helps them to be a better company, that it helps them with their bottom line. So we know that there's ways that we can improve payments or wages for employees, and we know that there's ways that we can make sure that employers have an opportunity to support their employees in our community. So that challenge is real, though. It's not easy for our employers to make that decision, to walk that road. We understand sometimes it's very difficult for them to get there. And yet, as a community, we have to live with the reality that now we're talking about poverty for almost 50% of our population. Huge mind shift for all of us to recognize that many people are forced into choices that we don't want to have to make. We, in our community, want a place that is hopeful and helpful for everyone. We want a place where everyone can belong, where everyone can participate, where everyone can enjoy all that Canada has to offer. And we have to move our mindset from this idea that only 10 or 12% are facing poverty. No, it actually is nearly half the community that are being forced into decisions that we don't want them to make anymore, and we want to change that both by educating the community, by addressing employers to encourage them to become living wage certified employers. We also want to address it by improving programs and social supports all around, advocacy, those kinds of things. So join me. This year's United Way campaign is focused on ending these challenges. To help reduce poverty in our community, we have to have a new understanding, and we have to move forward with hope into the future. Thank you.